My name is Panashri. I'm working as one of the senior BI analyst. I have 5+ years of an overall work experience in the design, development, and maintenance of reports and dashboard. Like I've experienced in working like requirement gathering, understanding the business requirement, developing and implementing phases. Like I've worked on the technologies and tools like MS Power BI, Power BI Report Builder, SSRS, SSAS, Tableau and Snowflake. So this is my short intro, and I've also worked on the industries. I built the dashboards and reports for the domains like sales, finance, HR, and marketing. So this is my short intro. So coming to the today's Power BI session, let's go through. Today's a demo session where we have a small intro to Power BI world, like how does Power BI, why Power BI is required, and how does it work, and what on its components, and what was the history behind the Power BI. So we have a small kind of intro session today. So let's get started. In case if you have any doubts, you can stop me, and you can ask me wherever you have doubts and concerns or queries. So no problem with that. So come, and if you're not able to hear me out the session, if you have if you face any audio issues by my side, then you can please interrupt and let me know, so I'll reconnect and try back joining again. So yes, let's start the session. So coming to the Power BI, what is Power BI? So you most of them would have heard this tools like tool name called Power BI, and yes, it is one of the odd cake in the BI world now. The scope for the tool is booming in the IT industry. So it is like most used and valued tool across the organizations, widely used, and which is also proved by the Gartner Quadrant release. So, we have this Gartner quadrant ranking release where it says that which tool is mostly used, widely used across the organization, and Power BI has been ranking as topmost position at every year. So, before that, Power BI, only Power BI in this BI world? So, before moving to the Power BI or the tool explanation, what is BI? So, most of you, I guess most of you would have been aware of this BI world nowadays. Just I'll give you a small gist of it. BI is nothing but a business intelligence. So here in this BI world, right, BI platform, everywhere BI acts on data. So it is data is most important for BI platform or for BI world in order to take some decision for business, or in order to improve their business, or in order to see their loopholes in the business, or in order to overcome their losses, or in order to expand their business. So all this for all this, right, BI tools helps them to in order to take a proper decision, and in order to help them in how to grow their see their growth in their business. So that is how the BI world works. So BI is nothing but it's a business intelligence. It is a method or a technique which is used or applied in order to grow their respective businesses. So for example, I'll give you very simple example. Let's consider a retail sales business. So there is a retail sales business. Now he has different outlets in different branches in different states, or in different cities. So maybe he would be the sales would be going very nicely, and he would be receiving more profit in one of the cities. But in one of the cities, the sales would have not been worked very well. He would be facing losses, and his profit is also very low margin. So he will be wondering, I have the same brand, I have the same name, I have the same outlet, and I'm having the same products, and I'm using, or I'm selling the same kind of products, quantity, everything on the same cities, but still why I'm facing this difference? He needs some analysis. Okay, so for him, he needs some kind of analysis for him in order to see why this gap between the cities, why this sales gap, or why is this margin loss. So, and also how can I overcome this? So for all this of for in order to make him understand what is going on, or in order to give him analysis, what the BI world or the BI techniques do. We collect the data of his business, from his business we collect the data, we do the analysis, we gather the requirements, and we do the analysis based on his request or based on his requirements, and we give him insights. We give him insights in the sense we give him what is where exactly is losing, where exactly is making profit, and we are helping him out in order to increase his business or expand his business. So this is a sample example where the BI tools will help. So BI tools is just not the Power BI. We have the many behind the scene architecture also. But nowadays Power BI is capable of handling all the behind the scene plus the visualization. Is just not the visualization tool, but also this ETL process. You would have heard this extract, transform, and load and cleaning process, data preparation process. All this can also be handled by Power BI. So that is why Power BI is one of the BI tool. It's not just the visualization tool, it is also the BI tool, that is business intelligence tool, where it can also handle the basic transformations, or it can also handle the advanced transformation using writing some queries, and build out the visualization and give insights to the user. So this is one of the example where Power BI or the BI tools like naturally works. So coming to the Power BI. Why Power BI? So as I said, Power BI is one of the like most booming tool in the IT industry now. So for the reasons why is one of it stood out best. So we have many other BI tools in the market also. You would have heard first Cosmos BI, then you would have heard ClickSense, ClickView, then we would have the Tableau, then we would have Power BI. So there are n number of visualization tools. But apart from all of that, why Power BI has become a hot cake? So so the reasons are its features. So one would be definitely its cost, because the cost is compared to all other BI tools nowadays. The Power BI is like very feasible, where one can offer or one organization can offer compared to others. And also compared to the features, for Power BI as n number of features compared to other tools, and where you will also have, along with the features, you will feel that it is very user friendly, and where anyone can build the reports, or when anyone can analyze the reports. So these are the few of the features where it outstands compared to other visualization tools. So coming to the features, first one is it's a business analytics tool. As I said, it's a BI tool where each one will understand, like it helps it's just not the visualization, but it also helps in data preparation, data cleaning, data processing, and also it prepares a complete set of data before going to the visualizations. So it is a complete BI tool. It's just not a visualization tool, it is complete BI tool. So that is one of the most outstanding feature of Power BI. The second feature is coming to the Power BI is self-service BI tool. Self-service BI tool means it's no much code needed. For example, anyone, yes, I do agree, code or Power Query or DAX is there along with the Power BI and where we use it, but it is not much like rocket science, where you have to sit and write 1,000 lines of code or 2,000 lines of code, and get one line or get one chart for each visualization. No, it's a self-service BI tool. Any user can just drag and drop whatever they wanted, and like for example, if they wanted to see the sales by region or sales by some city, it's very simple. They can just import the data from wherever the source they have, and they can build the visualizations out of it. It's a self-service tool, no much code needed. It has a drag and drop features. So that is why it is named as a self-service BI tool, and it also has many built-in auto functions. For example, it is no need of, for example, you would have you wanted to see what is the last year sales, or you wanted to write you wanted to know what is the YTD and MTD is the most concepts in the BI world. I'll be explaining in coming sessions what is YTD, what is MTD, and and how why it is so important for the in the BI or in the business world or for the clients. What why YTD and MTD, it's a major KPIs. So for those if you consider for those KPIs and all, right, we had to write a few logics, or we have to write few formulas or DAX in order to achieve those KPIs. But Power BI as a like what do you say, it has a quick auto functions which is already built in. So we no need to put efforts, or we no need to put write formulas or a logics in order to derive those KPIs. We can just go drag and drop few columns and select whatever auto function we wanted, and it pops in. So the results pops in with the like all the visualization and all the results. So that is a self-service feature of the Power BI. So coming to the next feature, it is a tool for data visualization. As I said, yes, for the users, for the clients, it may be when they come up of front end, or the data visualization acts a very important role. For example, they would for some of the users, yes, technical users, they might understand what is the behind the scene, how the data is processed, how the data is coming, all that does matters. But for few of the business users, right, they for them Power BI is everything. They don't they are not aware of any other behind the scene activities, like from where the data is coming, from where it is getting integrated, or from where it is storing. It doesn't matter. For them, everything is the reports which they are seeing, that would be the Power BI. So for them, when they look at it, they wanted everything to be placed in a proper order, and it should be seen properly. So in this matter, tool I mean the data visualization part acts very important in Power BI. We should make sure whatever the data visualization we are providing in Power BI, it is giving a proper insights to the users, proper insights to the business, and they're able to understandable, and they're able to readable. So this facilities, again, it's possible from Power BI, where we can make the even though if the visual is simpler, or maybe we can just take a common bar chart or a common line chart, but we should make sure that we are giving in a proper meaningful data to the users. So that is what the Power BI helps us to give the insights about it. So this is called a tool for data visualizations. Coming to the next this one, what does Power BI do? So Power BI is again, as I said, it's a business analytics service. It delivers the insights to enable fast, or it will make helps the business users to make the fast decisions. So first one, as I said, it is just not the visualization tool, it is also with respect to the ETL, where we transform like we extract the data, we transform, and we load it. So it transform the data from connecting to the n number of sources. I will just show you, open the Power BI, and I'll show you like how many sources we can connect it. So it transform n number, like it connects to the n number of sources. It transforms data, and it builds visualization out of this, and we can share the same visualizations or the reports or the dashboards to the entire organization, to among our colleagues, or to any device. So that is what the first feature says. Second one, visually explore and analyze data. So it's just not on the we can connect to the only the cloud based data, or we can connect only to the like what do you say, only to the wherever it is stored on the location of cloud. We can connect to the n number of resources, for example on premises and the cloud. So what is on premises and cloud? Just to give you a gist order, we can discuss this later in coming sessions, but just giving you a gist out of it. On premises nothing but where the data is stored on the dedicated server of the organizations. It is on the local, okay. It is not on cloud, or it is not published on anywhere the environment where it is shareable. It's not shareable, it's on a dedicated server, and it is used only for that organization, okay. So cloud is nothing but where we have the copy of our data, or where our data has been stored on the cloud servers, where it can be globally shared, or where the users, whoever has access to that particular clouds, or wherever to that particular location, can be accessed. accessed. But the on-premises, as I said, it's just a dedicated server. It cannot be shared everywhere, and it cannot be accessed by everywhere. We have to like log in, or we have to get into it only for that dedicated server. But cloud is globally available. It can be accessed from anywhere, and it is stored. So I will explain this part detailedly on a coming session, but just for understanding, on it can be Power BI servers can be connected to on-premises and also cloud, and also Power BI reports also can be built and published based on the on-premises and cloud architecture. That I will explain you, like what are those features in the coming slides. Next, it is collaborate and share customized dashboard and interactive reports. So as I said, once the dashboards is built, or once the visualization and reports have been, it can be collaborated and shared to the n number of users. It can be like n number of users can access this report. Once it has been shared to them, they can interactive and they can get insights, or they can provide the feedback on the same. So next is scale across your organization with built-in governance and security. So security is very important. It's just not how we produce the data, how we build the visualization out of it. Like along with that, security is very important. Without security and without a proper governance, if we cannot just share blindly the reports to everyone, and also along with that, we cannot give access to everyone, just say whatever you wanted, the data you wanted to see. We have to make sure what data has been seen to which each users or each department. So that is very important. For example, if we take an organization, this payroll system will be there. Payroll system is separate, human HR data is separate, and IT department is separate, project department is separate. So maybe all data cannot be seen. HR department can be seen all of these data of all these departments. But if you consider IT employees, or if you consider other employees might have access to IT, like of their IT structure, or the project their information, or a few of the HR information, like their basic details, like what is their contact, their personal contact names, or what is their bank account, which they're on their portal. But they cannot see each one of us, like everyone's, right? Because it is a payroll and it is very confidential data. So this is where the security plays in, and this is where the governance plays in, to make sure like who is seeing what data, what kind of data has been visible to which kind of department or which kind of persons. So this we will talk about in the coming session. How do we implement this security in Power BI? For this, we have a security called RLS, that is row level security. So we will discuss in coming session, like how do we implement RLS, and what how many types of RLS is there. So this we will be discussing in the coming sessions. Okay. Next one. So integration with Power BI. So integration with Power BI. Power BI is just not the Power BI tool where we build the visualization or do and just share. We can also integrate Power BI with other applications. So Power BI is from the Microsoft application. You very well know it is called MS Power BI. It is application from the Microsoft. So along with that, it's just not a single tool. It can also be collaborated and integrated with many of the other Microsoft applications. So it can be integrated with Excel. It can be integrated with PowerPoint. It can be integrated with SharePoint sites. It can be integrated with Microsoft Teams, Microsoft Outlook, and Cortana, that is a Windows bot, which can be voice assistant, where it can be integrated, and it can be integrated with the Power Apps. It can be integrated with Visual Studio. So each one applications from the Microsoft application or enterprises can be integrated and collaborated, and we can share the reports with these applications or get some insights. So these examples will be looking like where exactly Excel can be opened, or exactly Excel can be integrated, or where exactly a PowerPoint can be integrated, and how it is integrated with SharePoint and Teams and Power Apps. So these will be seeing each example or demonstration in the coming sessions. In the overall view, yes, it can be integrated with a number of Microsoft applications along with it, and it is fully interactive, and we can interact with the reports and the services. So yes, just before going to the features, seeing the features of Power BI, let's have a quick history about a small, not a complete detail history, a small history about highlights of history about the Power BI. So yes, before Power BI was originally called, before it was launching as a Power BI, it was originally called as a Project Crescent in the initial stage, and it was available in July 2011. It was bundled with SQL Server code name called Denali. Okay, so in Power BI, like it was renamed and from the code name called Denali, and it was released in the month of September 2013 as a Power BI for Office 365 based on applications with Microsoft Excels. So first it was called as a Project Crescent, which was a bundle with the SQL Server code. So when you purchase the SQL Server licenses, Project Crescent was, or Project Denali was bundled along with the SQL Server applications or licenses, where in the year of 2011, where it was used as a beta versions. So after that, it was the code name Denali was renamed from in 2013. After several testing was done, it was renamed, and it was named as a Power BI for Office 365 based applications, which was based on the Microsoft Excel based features. So you might would have heard this line in your in this IT industry. If anyone asked, do you know Power BI, they would have like, if you know Excel, Power BI is easy. This tagline you would have heard saying that, or this comment you would have heard many times. If you know Excel, if you know the advanced Excel, or if you know the based Power Pivot, Power View, and all these features in Excel, then Power BI is the same. You will have the, you know, the idea of Power BI, and it will be easy. Yes, I do agree Power BI is based out of Excel features, but it is just not Excel features. We have the, I'll explain you in the next coming slide why, like how Power BI compared to Excel, what Power BI is giving, and how different it is compared to Excel. But yes, it is incorporated with Excel features like Power Query, Power Pivot, Power View, and Power Map. So in 2013, based out of Excel features, Power BI was launched as Power BI for Office 365 based on these features. And in 2015, July 24, Power BI was publicly released as a separate tool or a separate application as a standalone product in the month of July 24, 2015, which is named with the Microsoft Power BI applications. So these are the small history behind the Power BI and how it got evolved. So publicly, it has released as a standalone application in the month of July 24, 2015. So yes, I was talking about Power BI compared to Excel. What are the other features we have? If it is having the same features like Excel, then why do we use Power BI? This question might have arisen. Okay, so compared to Excel, as I said, Excel, yes, Excel is also having a feature like Power Map, Power View, Power Query, where we do it, where we build the visualization, all the stuff. But apart from those features, Power BI has incorporated excellent features where it is not available in the Excel. So, for example, it is share and collaborate with Power Apps, Office 365, etc. So, as I said, Excel is a standalone application where you just build the report and you build the visualization out of it and share the complete Excel or XLS file with your colleagues or with your organization. But when compared to Power BI, right, Power BI can be shared, it can be published, it can also be integrated with other. As I said, I showed you with the other Microsoft applications, right? It can be integrated with other Microsoft applications like Outlook, Teams, MS Teams, Power Apps, SharePoint, Visual Studio, and also along with that, it can be integrated with PowerPoint now and Excel. So these are the features where it can be integrated, which can be shared, and which can be collaborated. So this feature is highlighted. Okay, it can be, and it's just not you have to share with only with your organization, or it has to be shared only the sharing method is also different. you can restrict what you're sharing. You can just share the visualization, or you can just share you can share with along with the complete code, or you can share along with the complete visualization. You can restrict, or you have the complete authority, like what kind of sharing or what kind of access you can provide to the user. So that is one of the feature. Second one is cloud services. So cloud services is, as I said, Power BI, it can be built on the on-premises also, and it can be also built on cloud. So on cloud, if you go to the cloud, cloud has an n number of features. So cloud is nothing but it's a Power BI service. So once you build the dashboards on Power BI desktop versions, after that you will be publishing to a one cloud repository that is called Power BI service. It is a SaaS application, that is, it acts as a software as service. You no need to you have to install that application, or you have to log into that log into that like a dedicated server. It is not required not required to install the dedicated server in order to access that Power BI. You can just log in with the website URL, like how you log into any of the website portals. Like for example, maybe you log into the tax portal, or maybe you will log into any of the Amazon shopping Amazon or Flipkart or Myntra, like that. How do you just log in? You can do like you can you purchase, you order, and you finish it. Similar way, you can just log into one of the URL. You can just use your Microsoft 365 URL ID account, AD account. You can just log in, and you can just do whatever you want. You can view the reports, you can build the reports, you can share the reports. So it is all on the cloud based service. So that is a feature of cloud services. So second one is custom visuals. So compared to the Excel, right? Yes, Excel does has the visualization where, but you would have seen that it is a common visualization where you have a pie chart or a bar chart, line chart, column chart, or a donut chart, or you would have seen the scatter plot chart. But compared to other than that, Power BI has n number of custom visuals. So custom visuals can be imported in two ways. Either it can be imported as a downloaded file, or it can be imported as a directly from the marketplace. So Microsoft has a concept called apps marketplace or app store, where like if it's like a play store. For example, in your phone, Android phone has a play store, iOS phone has the app store. Similarly, Microsoft Power BI as application which is known as a marketplace. You can download the visuals directly from the marketplace and can be utilized everywhere. You can utilize, download it according to their requirement. You can check what is the requirement and what does it gives, what insight is, how helpful it will be for your business or for your requirement for your report, and you can start working on it. So that is the custom visuals feature. Next is scheduled data refresh. Yes, a scheduled data refresh is very important. How you build a report and publish it, right? Along with that, just see, what is the use if you are not refreshing your data on daily based, or if you are not refreshing your data is not up to date. Okay, it's just that data shouldn't be a constant or stagnant. You build a report and you will publish the report, but what if the report is not up to date? It is showing some history data, then it is no use, right? Then if the user is looking into the report, and if it is showing something 2015 sales, what is the purpose of then building the report? I am in 2022 now, but why I'm seeing 2015 sale? Okay, I agree, 2015 sale, I could know this, but what is the insight I'm getting it? So if it is, the data is not up to date. So scheduled data refresh acts an important, very important role to make the data to keep up to date, or to make the reports or the dashboards to keep up to date. So this feature is not available in Excel. Every time when you wanted to refresh the Excel reports, you have to open the Excel reports, refresh it manually, and then reshare it, and then recollaborate it. But Power BI is not like that. You have to download it, you have to manually refresh it and then publish. No, you can automatically, the reports get refreshed. The automatically reports can be refreshed according to the scheduled time. So this feature also will be seeing in the coming sessions during once the session started. So next important feature is security, that is RLS, which we were discussing before, row level security. So as I said, we will restrict the data to whom to see which data and what kind of data. So this feature can be implemented in Power BI when compared to Excel. Then next is mobile friendly view for reports. Yes, Power BI can also be built for the mobiles, especially for the mobile screens. It's just not that you will be building the reports for the desktop versions, or for the for only to the bigger screens or the entire screens. We can also build specifically, the reports can be built for the exclusive mobile layouts, where the user can access, like for example, which situation or which scenario we will use this mobile reports. For example, let's consider CEO of organization, or CEO, or the leadership of the organizations. They doesn't have time to log into the website, go to the app.powerbi.com, see the reports, and see what is my sales, or what is my like what how many percentage of sale is increased, how many percentage of sale is decreased. Instead of that, what they do it is, like they would be accessing mobile, they have the mobile app, they just go and they just see what is the sales, what is this one. So this is how it is been like worked, and this is how it's been seen. So that is it's a user friendly reports, where you can build the reports based on user friendly and especially exclusively for mobile application, and it is available through for all the like OS. It is available for Android, it is available for OS, it is also available for the Windows phones, where it is compatible with all the three screens and all the three OS, and it adjusts automatically. It has the feature or capability to auto adjust according to the screen size and screen width and screen resolutions. So that is why it is like mobile friendly view for reports. Next is natural language Q&A. So for example, natural language Q&A is something like a bot. So sometimes we have our built-in bots we have in phones, right, where we ask, for example, for iOS, if we take, we ask Siri, what is the update, what is the today's date, what is the weather update. Similarly, we have with like Alexa, we have with the Google. So similarly, in Power BI also, instead of going and finding out what was the previous sale, what was the 2015, what was my profit, what was my sale, instead of going and finding out or writing out formula or filtering out, we can just type this natural language question, saying that there is a Q&A option. We can just type and ask, what was my sale in the year of 2015, what was my sale in the year of 2016, or what was my profit, whether it was increased or decreased compared to. So these options also we would be seeing in the coming sessions. Along with that Q&A, we also have the integration with Cortana app, that is Windows Microsoft app, where the voice assistants, you can just ask along with your question. It's not no typing, you can just ask the questions with the Cortana, and Cortana will display the report and show you the results. So coming to the next feature, it is monthly updates. So you can see Excel, there would be updates, but it is not, definitely not a monthly update, or the features will not be upgraded monthly every month. But coming to the Power BI, right, Power BI as a monthly update, where each month the features will be adding on, and you will be updating the Power BI desktop versions, and you can check on those features, you can build in, you can utilize those features, and give a proper insights to the users. So this features is it's the features are just not about the visualization, the features is about also the backend, like as I said, it is a extract, transform and load. There would be some power query features which is be adding, and also with some of the DAX functions would be released, and some of the query or some of the data connectors, new data connectors will be released. So there are different monthly updates which we will be seeing in coming sessions, in complete detail. Okay. So coming to the Power BI components. So I was talking about Power BI components. What are the Power BI components we have? So these usually this you would have heard, and not completely, you would have not known these are the Power BI components. But how we would have heard is, like, we have a Power BI desktop, or we have the Power BI service. These first two things is the one which you would be hearing most of the time. You say like if it comes to Power BI in the mind, they say that okay, you have have some desktop application where you build the reports and you will be publishing to the Power BI service. But many will not be knowing what are these Power BI report server, Power BI report builder, Power BI embedded, and Power BI gateways. So these all are the Power BI components where we will be seeing each one in the detail session. But yes, I'll just give you an overall now. Power BI desktop, yes, it's a desktop free version file which you can be downloaded and you installed in your local machine or on your local laptops or systems, and you can use for the building reports. In order to download and use, you should have a Office 365 account. Okay, so Office 365 account is must. So you have to log into the Office 365 account and you can download the version and you can start using it. So that is where the Power BI desktop version is there, and the Power BI desktop is an on-premise version, on-premise file where it is being on installed on your local machines, and it will be used on your local machines. Okay, Power BI service. Power BI service is a cloud-based service now. It acts as a software as a service where it is it is an online service. Once your Power BI desktop reports are being built and developed completely, you will be publishing to the Power BI service where it will be stored on the cloud. Okay, or it will be available on the online. So that is Power BI service. So coming to the Power BI report server and desktop. So what is this report server and desktop? As I said, we have a Power BI can be connected to the on-premise data, and also it can be connected to the cloud data, right? So few of the organization would be there where they would be not interested to move their data or move their complete organization structure to cloud. They wanted to be it on premises only on their dedicated server. So for that kind of users, right, Power BI report server and desktop is being introduced by Microsoft team, where it is dedicated only to their server. The data is not on cloud or not online. It is dedicated to their server. So in order to build for that kind of reports, we have a separate desktop file, that is Power BI report server desktop file, where we will be downloading. And in order to publish the reports, we will not be publishing to the Power BI service, but we will be publishing to the Power BI report server. A dedicated server will be installed using the Power BI report server file, configuration file, and we will be publishing the reports, or we will be moving the deploying the reports to that dedicated server. So for example, you would have used this application like SSIS or RS or SSAS, where you run in on the Visual Studio, where you run or execute the file and you deploy to the certain environment. Like similarly, we will be doing it in the Power BI report server and desktop. So coming to the Power BI report builder. So Power BI report builder, I will tell you like why is the Power BI report builder is introduced and what are those features in coming sessions. But it is also a desktop free version where it requires Office 365 account to be installed and run. And it is mainly used for the paginated reports, that is containing with the extension with .rdl. So this I'll be explaining why. So if you know the SSRS reports, it is the other version of Power BI report builder. SSRS is a pre-version of Power BI report builder. So that is what I can say. Next is Power BI embedded. So you can see many Power BI reports can be embedded in multiple applications. For example, if you take one of the sites, right? If you take any of the websites or any of the company's website, you can see that the reports would be there. Or if you take, let's take something like a stock market website, everyday stock market website. If you see, take it out, you can see that the graphs would be seeing that for particular stock or for particular share, this amount of is been increased for as a day as of today, and this amount has been decreased. So you will be seeing that one visualization where you can see that for particular stocks or for particular company. So that has been embedded into a stock website stock website like a stock and shares and market website. So that is how it is got embedded. So it's just not Power BI. Power BI reports can also be embedded into the websites. It can also be embedded into the different applications. So that concept will be there, Power BI embedded. Next is Power BI gateway. So I said I spoke about the feature called schedule refresh, right? So refresh is very important in the BI world. So for in order to maintain and control that refresh, we would require the Power BI gateway. So that is what this Power BI gateway we have. So in order to control access and refresh rates and on premises data. So this concept will be introduced in the coming session, like what is the gateway, how it will be installed, and how can we access all those stuff. Yes, but in order to, as of now, in higher level note, in order to control and access the refresh rates for the Power BI reports or dashboards, Power BI gateway is needed. So next was Power BI mobile. We were talking about the mobile features. Yes, we can be like apps can be installed, and it can be interacted and share the content to any device screen resolution or any of the OS. So that is Power BI mobile app. Next is developer. So we have something called a Power BI developer mode, where the Power BI, for example, where exactly developer mode means, it's just not building the reports or building the desktops. It is like building the custom visuals also. So for example, when you open the Power BI, you will be like looking into the charts, you will be looking into the different visualizations, default visualization which is available. Apart from that, along with the Power BI, you will be having a developer mode where you can build your custom visualization, you can build your custom chart, and you can deploy to the marketplace, and where other people can also use this charts. So that is called developer mode. So coming to the overview of architecture, so I'll just explain you, not completely, I'll just explain you in the higher level note. So how does the architecture looks? So as I said, Power BI is just not visualization tool, it also acts as the ETL tool. So if you see here, we have the data sources. It says that in n number of data sources can be connected. So if you see here, we have SaaS solution as the first one, and then we have the on-premise data, then we have the organizational content packs, we have Azure services, that is again a cloud-based source, and we have the Excel files stored in any of the SharePoint or local drives, and we have the Power BI desktop files. So n number of desktop files or the data sources can be connected through Power BI desktop. So once you connected to the Power BI desktop, what happens? Once you get the data or import these data to the Power BI desktop, it can be first prepared. As I said, the data cleaning process or the data massaging process can happen in the preparation stage, that is the ETL stage. So once it is prepared, the data has been prepared, it is like we can explore the insights, or the analysis can be done based out of that data which has been which has been completed the ETL process. It can be explored. We can figure out what are the KPIs, what are the data analysis, and what are the insights. And based out of that data, you will build the report or the visualization. Once the complete report has been completed, the development has been completed, you can share and collaborate with along with your colleagues or within your organization. So this is about the Power BI desktop. So once this Power BI desktop applications is done, how does it acts in Power BI service? So once the report has been built, it has built at the Power BI service level. It has been published to the Power BI on cloud service level. And there you have, we were talking about the features, right? So these features can be seen. You can see a natural, that is Q&A, which is natural language, where sharing and collaboration with your colleagues and organization. You will have the content packs. This concept we will be seeing in detailing in coming session. So you'll have the content packs, live dashboards, and you'll see the visualization, reports, data sets, and data refresh. So all these features will take place only on the Power BI service. So in Power BI desktop, we prepare the data, we do the ETL transformation or basic transformation, we build the reports based out of it, and we will share the reports to the organization. Okay, so based on that, we will have the Power BI service, where we will, after publishing, we'll have the content packs, natural language, sharing and collaboration, visuals, reports, all this. So along with that, what is Power BI REST APIs? So Power BI REST APIs is nothing but, which I was talking about, the embedding into the websites. So once the report has been published under the report services, what was the next, how can we integrate it, or how can we take it into the websites? So that is the next question. So coming to the data sources which I was talking about, yes, we do have n number of over 100 plus data sources which can be connected to the Power BI. So these are the data sources, like for example, these are under the file category, under the Power Platform, under the database platform. We have these many of the different data source connectors which can be connected to the Power BI and used. And this is like Azure category and online services and other few of the streaming applications. Okay. Yeah. So coming to the wave, so uses of Power BI, what kind of uses can Power BI be used? So if we say it, if we take it as technical BI, for example, developers who develop the reports and the visualizations and like share it to the users or to the end users in the sense in the clients or the business users. So technical BI developers or the users can use the Power BI. Next is self-service BI. Self-service BI is nothing but for analyst. So you would see there would be a different kind of analyst, like financial analyst. There would be a business analyst. There would be a data analyst. So all these kind of analysts can deeper dive into the visualizations. They can they might not perform the codes or they might not do this ETL transformation, but once all this model is published and given to them, they will drag and drop to the fields, required fields, and they'll get out the insights out of it and they'll be using it. Similar to the end users also. First, there would be some end users. For example, let's take financial end users. They would be based on out of our reports, right? They will be doing some research and they have to email it or they have to produce the file to their higher authorities or to their respective managers. So for that also, what we do is like we build the reports, we build the model, we publish it into the Power BI service, and based on that, using that model, end users like a business users also will use build the reports or build the matrix or build the tabular format, whichever they wanted, by using the drag and drop features, and they'll be building the reports. Okay. So coming to the basic building blocks, I'll just go through, I'll not go in detail. So these are the main basic building blocks in Power BI. So we have the visualization, we have the data sets, we have the reports, we have the dashboards, and we have the tiles. So visualizations are nothing but a chart, graph, or these are the features where it has collaborated as visualization. Data sets is the data once you imported, what kind of data set you are using, and how based on this data set you will be building the visualization and producing the insights. Reports is collection of visualization where you have one or more visualization or more pages combined together as called as a reports. Dashboard is again a single page where it contains a multiple reports. Okay. Then along with that, you have a tiles where each single visualization on the reports or dashboard is complete incorporated as a one tile. I'll be just showing you this how does it look on the Power BI desktop tool. Okay, yeah. So coming to the last one, these are the latest and advanced features of Power BI. As I said, we went through this natural language QA and also quick insight. Quick insight is what is quick insight is. It's just not that the Power BI has one of the like a feature. You no need to build necessarily the report. What you can do is like you can just import the data and click on this quick insight option. Power BI automatically generates the Power BI reports based out of the data, whatever we have imported. It understands, it says, it look into the data what we have imported, and based out of that data, it gives them some visualizations or some insights saying that this KPIs might help you. Like a suggestion kind. It will build a report. If you wanted, you can use that report and modify accordingly, or you can just consider as a references and you can go ahead. So that is what the quick insights gives you. And similarly, RLS, the security which we spoke about, and schedule refresh. So schedule refresh is very important, where we can control the schedule refresh based on daily or weekly or monthly access. Then alerts notification, yes, alerts notifications we have in a multiple ways, which will be explained detail in later. But what kind of alerts? For example, if you ask, for example, the report refresh has been failed, so you'll get an alert to your email box. Suppose if the sale is increased, you will get an alert saying that sale has been increased. If the sale is decreased, you will get an alert saying that the sale has been decreased. If you share the report to anyone, you will get an alert saying that this person has been shared this report to this users, or the person has been shared this users to this one. So you'll get these kind of alerts, and we can manage and control these kind of alerts. Next is share to organization workspace. As I said, it can be collaborated with your colleagues within your organization. Next is bookmark and navigation feature. It is one of the major important feature in Power BI, which will be explained in detail. Okay. Apart from that features, these are the latest advanced features which is being added recently. If you see, it is a visual in a tooltip. Then we have a KPI indicators, drill down and drill up, can connect to a different data sources, forecast like predicting the what could be the next say, for example, if you consider sales domain, what would be my next sales, or what would be my next target sales, or will I be reaching my target sale for the next coming years. We are predicting or forecasting the sales. So that options also we have. And cognitive data science. So cognitive data science is very important, one of the where Power BI reports has been built, like where you will be it's a used for the marketing domain. Especially you'll be tracking out the social network, no, networking traffic, like what is my positive counts, what is my negative counts, what is my neutral counts, what is my insights, what is my opportunities. So all this will be tracked in the cognitive data insights. Then machine learning concept can be integrated. So Power BI, it's just not, as I said, just not the visualization tool or the ETL tool. It can also be combined with the machine learning data science tools. For example, like AI, artificial intelligence, machine learning concepts using R or Python. It can be integrated and can build the visualization out of it. Then I said the sentiment and text analysis, like the cognitive, which one I was talking about. Yes, we can do the sentiment and text analysis can be implemented while connecting to the different tool streaming data, live streaming data, like Twitter, Facebook, social media, Instagram, YouTube. So all this can be integrated and do the analysis. Then we have something a concept called data flow, where it gives the flow about the architecture, about the data and the reports, which we will be seeing in the coming sessions. Then deployment pipelines and data mart. So these are the different latest advanced features which has been added to the Power BI. So coming to the exploring, I'll just show you the Power BI. I'll be opening and showing you what are the dashboards, where we have the navigation bars, everything. So before that, these are the sample Power BI dashboards. You can see, you can have a look out of how does the Power BI dashboard once it's built and look. So I was talking about the like send cognitive analysis, like Twitter data and all. You can see this is one of the sample dashboard for tweets. You can see here of different tweets by campaign, what are the interactions or what are the likes I have, and this is based on the hashtag, what are the total number of counts we have based on the hashtag and the tweets. And tweets over by sentiment, you can see like you will have a different sentiments, and based on each sentiment, what are my tweets. And tweets by hour, so by each, for each hour, what is the total number of tweets we have. So similarly, you will have this positive, you have got 57 million as the total number of tweets, and in that what is the how many tweets are positive tweets and how many tweets are negative tweets. So you have the sentiment analysis done, and there are different KPIs. So this is one of the sample. And along with that, you have one of the sales dashboard, where you have total sales, total units, and what is the gross profit you have, and what is the growth. And by region wise, what is the sales, and by state wise, what is my sales, and sales, what is my, what are the total sales I have versus the planned sales or the budget sales. So these are, and you have the slices, you have the filter, where you can interact with years, you can check for each years. So this is one of the example of the sales dashboard. Next, again, this is also one of the example of the sales dashboard. It's in a different way. You can see that was very simple, but if you see this, it looks like an advanced and no much colors used, and it is very clean and neat. So we will also be building these kind of dashboards in the end of the session. I mean, in the end of the as I'll be giving you an assignments, as I'll be once the concepts I've been covering, you will also start building these dashboards and reports, and you will also be looking into different KPIs. Okay, so this is the Power BI I was talking about. So before winding up the last session and taking up the few questions, I said I'll be showing you the data. So this is how the Power BI desktop looks. So if you see here, this is the Power BI desktop where I have downloaded and I have been using it. So here I was talking about the concepts of the visualization. So you can see these are the visualizations. Okay, so these are the default visualizations we have. For example, we have stack bar chart, we have stack column chart, we have the area chart, tables, everything. And this is the data. So once the data has been imported, you will be seeing in the right side of your field section, how what the data has been imported. So for example, if you click on get data and if you see on more, these are the different types of it's just loading. It takes a few minutes, like few seconds to load. So yes, you can see here, these are the different types of data has been available, the data source connectors. So I have imported one of my Excel file. Okay, I have imported one of my Excel file now, and I have been imported here just to show you a quick panel. That is the Excel workbook I have imported. And once imported, you will be seeing on the right side these field sections. So once it is done, how do you build the report? So it's very easy. You can just drag and drop. So as I said, it's a drag and drop feature. What I do is I just select the stack column chart. What I do, I want it by city. I'll just drag and drop city, and I want to see my sales. So I'll just drag and drop sales after discount or sales before discount. What is my value? Okay, so you can see here, once I drag and drop, I got the sales already. You can see I have by New York City. What is my sales? What is my by Los Angeles, for the city Los Angeles? What is my sales? Okay. Similarly, I have like different visuals, so I can convert the same visuals into different. So I'll just select this and I'll select a map. Instead, I'll just select a map. So you can see it got converted into map. Automatically it got converted into map, and it shows my showing my what is my sales. You can see what is my sales here. I just changed. I didn't do anything. I just clicked on the other visualization and it automatically changed. So that is a feature, or that is a drag and drop features in which we have in Power BI. So you can see it is automatically changed. Suppose now I don't want this. I want something with respect to the line chart or pie chart. What I'll just change it. Okay, so you can see it has changed. The visual has been changed to completely to the pie chart, or and if I don't want pie chart now, it will change into donut chart. So these are the different features where we can automatically interact or change the charts. And suppose if we wanted to change the colors of it, we want to display the port, we all the options and customizing options you can see here. So this we will be going through in the coming sessions. So I'll just showing you these options. So this is a ribbon where you have a different like options where you'll be modeling, where we'll be using the creating some DAX analysis, where you'll be building some logic, all those sessions. And this is the report session. This is the main three components I was talking about. So this is the report session. What you're seeing on the canvas is report session. You have a different number of pages consisted here, and you can build the visualization out of it. So this is the data session. This is a data component where you have a data. Once the data has been imported, the data will be seen under the data section. So if you click on the each table, it will show what what columns it contains and what kind of data has been seen. So this is the data modeling part. Data modeling part is very important, which will be explained in detail. In any visualization or tool or in any BI tool, data modeling will be a most major component. If the data modeling is not proper, then your visualization, everything will go for a toss. So this is one of the major key role where how we will be performing and how what kind of features we have. Okay, so this is the overall to give you the two about the tool and how it like how it acts. So this is on the desktop. It's on my local desktop. So coming to the service, if you want to see how does it looks on service. So on service, if you see, this is how it looks. Once it has been published, this is the URL app.powerbi.com. So once it is scheduled, I will be logging into this, and if you see here, I will have a different kind of dashboards. This is the workspaces where I have a different workspaces where I will be published and where I'll be looking into the workspaces and reports. These are my different categories which I have, like a browse, data hub, metrics, and what is my apps, how does it look. So these are the different like components which we will be going through. So for one example which I can show you, the report is I'll just show you like how does it look. Just a minute. So let me go to the test report. So I have one of the report which is published, just to show you like how does it look once after publishing. So you can see here. So this is one of the report. How does it look? So this we have a by product. By product, what is the price? It's just a sample report built. So by each product, what is the total sales, or what is the total price for this reports. So once it is published, it will look in this way. Okay, once it is published, and you can see here, and these are different components. You can see these components are different, where these options were not available on the desktop. Okay, so these features and all we will be going through in the coming sessions. So this is how it looks on the service, and this is how it looks on the desktop.